Like 20 minutes ago, I was out in the cold trying to take some photos. My hands were freezing. And I feel like this is like a no warm-up day. I sound okay. I'm happy with how I sound compared to how froze my fingers were a couple minutes ago. All right, gang's all here. Everyone, happy Valentine's Day. Some interesting things have happened with me lately. And by that I mean I lost my voice a couple days ago. So I guess I'm hamming it up a little bit right now. My speaking voice is pretty low. I lost the voice a couple days ago. And we're like 95% there, but I'm having an interesting time recovering from it. I'm someone who loses my voice a lot, and I think it's because I don't know how to speak properly when I, in loud situations, in a crowd or kind of thing, I lose my voice all the time. But what I want to do is do some love songs, because I think it's fun to play for you folks. In a casual setting here in my home. No prep, none of it. Yes, I'm okay. Thank you all for the concern. My voice is almost fine now. And again, I'm someone who loses my voice a lot. And if I want to do some shows, which I do want to do, I need to figure this out because I'm not a good caretaker of my voice. It's like something I never learned how to do. But this is just a preface to saying I want to sing you some songs. And maybe they'll sound kind of cool and weird with my toasted voice. Got the Winter Games on behind me. Sophie is kind of a love song, sure, yeah. Let's try it. Sophie, your friends all think I'm lonely. They don't really know me. Guess I have to work on that. I just don't need them around, putting labels on my back. Fun night, doorstep is the front line, battlefield of a landmine, set to blow when I walk in. Calling me baby, so I can walk in safely. Let those glory days begin. If no one looks up, they'll never see my smiling face, your warm embrace. Standing next to me. Sophie, as I go home. All the same, I think we'll win this game. We've never given it away. I just call it friend or foe. Looks up, they'll never see a smiling face, your warm embrace when you're standing next to me. Sophie, you'll be my one and only. Jonah says, ignore your homework. You don't need it. It's Valentine's Day. Your only homework is to love and be loved. Receive my love. Right on. Wasn't planning on doing that. Tis our most popular song, and I rarely play it. Not for any reason. But yeah, love it. Not quite in tune, but I'm not quite caring about that, so here's another one. Oh yeah. All right. Sit upon my knee. You were spotted passively from miles away. Wee little ladybug are lucky as can be, although you've given me more than I can repay. Ladybug, I knew from one glance, the crickets and the butterflies don't stand a chance. Little ladybug, don't fly away from me, 'cause I've been waiting all my life to live this day. At the seams, 'cause flying solo through this life is just unfair. You fulfill, ladybug, my wildest dreams. You've given me a love I love to share. Ladybug, you're consuming my thoughts. Now everywhere I look I'm seeing polka dots. My love for you, ladybug, is more than it seems. It seems like we aren't going anywhere. Ladybugs in the chat. Throw it in. Oh, come on. Why won't the emoji suggestion? You guys get it? What if I just search bug and emojis? Does it come up? Oh, it's the first one. Boom. Thanks, folks. Thanks for listening to that. Oh, yeah. How we feeling on this night? Someone, I did clock a comment coming in a few minutes ago about asking me to break down the snare mixing for Ladybug, and I can't do that right now. That's would be something I could do if I were looking at the session. But thanks for asking. Thanks for your interest. I had my buddy Stefan record, so he's the guy who played. He also recorded himself playing, because we were, keep in mind, early pandemic times at this point. And I took what he gave me and mixed it. Used probably a channel strip and a compressor and some distortion and white noise side changed to the signal of the snare. I remember that. But yeah, that's what I can remember right now. Maybe someday I'll get into it a little deeper. Thanks for asking. Yes. All right, what else did I have for you? Oh, this one I'm a little afraid to cover because it's going to involve a lot from me, physically speaking. But let's try it out. Sometimes, by the way, acoustic guitar is just a percussion instrument, and that's cool. One of the best out there. One of the best drums out there. Okay, here it goes. Did you know your life can change faster than you can count to 3? And when you planned your day, baby, did you count on me and me? I've got a few more hours on this plane. Think of something better than please. And we've got a lifetime out in front of us, baby. Go ahead and make some memories. And if I'm wrong, just tell me why. Don't you think you'd spend your life running through your wildest dreams? And when you reach the end of the rainbow, was it everything it seemed? I got this feeling in the summer air. They just ain't no ordinary day. And I caught you stealing glances, dreaming how things will soon be going your way. And if I'm wrong, just give me 5 minutes. I'm trying to show you, girl, I'm with it. I'm dying to know you, and 5 minutes is all it's gonna take. 5 minutes, the sun is going down, shine through this moment that we found. 5 minutes can hardly be a mistake. If I'm wrong, just tell me why. Oh, I've got a few more hours on I'm just a blind. Oh yes. The old 12 string is back in action. Been meaning to practice with this a little more. You baseball players will know the batting donut analogy. Get a little weight on your bat when you're swinging it, and then take it off. It's easier to play, or to swing, to play guitar. I'm trying to make an analogy here. This is the batting donut of guitars. You practice on this, it's a little bit harder, and then you play regular guitar, or a 6-string guitar, I should say. And that's easier to play. It's less of a hassle physically. So, yeah. Okay, I just saw Follow Through pop up. I'd love to sing that. I honestly would. I can't. That song is for Brian and Brian only. Yeah, so thank you. Clean Slated State might be the same deal. I'll have to change the key. And on a ghost night. I don't think that's gonna happen, folks. Did Brian leave the band? It sounds very dramatic, put that way. I wouldn't say Brian left the band. Honestly, you know, Brian is he moved out to LA. I'm here in New York. We're doing different things. So Brian is no longer a full-time contributing member of the group. But all's well. We love Brian. I just did a bunch of work with him recently, and he'll show up on the new LP, as will Karen. Everything's good. It's just the roles have shifted. If we were to start playing shows and go touring or whatever, Brian would not be a part of that. But we're both doing lots of things. Brian's journey has led him outside of the walls, the safe and tender walls of the Altogether. Yes, new LP. New LP is true. Wouldn't lie to you. So yeah, I saw Bigger Sky pop up. I saw something else. Oh, Emelina. Emelina's a good one. See if I can do it. We could do Goodbye. I was saying, for those of you who weren't here at the millisecond I started the stream, the thing that I said was love songs, and Goodbye is a love song, I guess. It's just sort of takes place at a certain point in a love story. Let me try Emelina. Sierra obviously has a part here, and I might have to rework that melody. Stars. I looked at the road and I just saw cars. I wonder where in the world you are tonight. I looked in the deep and saw my face, the first mate in the captain's place, leaving tonight without a trace. Oh yeah. Giant ain't nothing to wait. You'll never be my first mistake, oh no. that comes to pass. I'm trying to read these, but I shouldn't. Won't even know the time that comes to pass. Oh no. My way past dawn and dawns. Got myself a bird that talks, oh yeah. Got a crew that calls me king. Got myself a bird that sings. All of that don't mean a thing, oh no. All I want is just a ring for you. Oh yeah. Song is too hard. Who wrote that song? We're talking in here. I love it. Thanks for bearing with that one. These little live streams are practice time. I hope you understand that. Yeah, I wonder. That was going to be one of them. Or two. It's a weird way to make two, huh? Ow, it hurts. How many moons so nice I threw in the towel and turned out the lights. Unaware of the hole in the shape of me. Someone's heart far across the sea. No one to open the slope style. Off to my left. Crown of Gold could be fun. It could be. Could be a lot of things. And fun is one of them for sure. I don't think I'm up for that one tonight. Thank you though. Thank you for the suggestion. All right, we talked about Goodbye a minute ago. Can I do this in some other key? Jeez. I'll try it in the original key. Falsetto style. Let's try to switch it up. Let's slow it down or something. We're good. Thanks, everyone. take the batting donut off. Reach to the wall. See if this guy's in tune. Forever and ever, that's good. Any advice for incoming JHU kids? Smiley face is a question I received. Amazing! Congrats to you, incoming JHU kid. Wow. I have no advice for you. You bet I didn't go to JHU. I went for 1 year. But congrats on that. For real, any advice? Let's see. Get ready for some serious humidity. I'm used to a New York summer, which is pretty bad. I don't like humidity on the best of days. Baltimore humidity is crazy because that if you're not from that area, maybe you are, and maybe I'm just like telling you some stuff you already know. But it is this mix of northern and southern there, so it's like I'm going on a slight tangent here, but we had a ton of snow days when I was in school in Baltimore, and that is because Baltimore is a city that gets snow about the same as New York does, and so a northern amount of snow and a southern approach to knowing how to get rid of it. So there is a lot of difficulty removing snow from roads. And in the same way, it's like I had northern expectations for humidity and heat in the summer when I got there in late August, and the reality was a southern reality. So just get ready for that. Any news on Sierra album is another question I've just gotten. No news really, besides album art is just about done. I am constantly asking her for news on Sierra album, and we're trying to get people to listen to it before we release it, to see if there's any interest in, getting folks on board with the pre-release side of things. But it's done. It's completely done. It will be put out soon, and that's all I know. Okay, let's try that. Oh man, I'm in this weird position on the couch here. It's for the lighting, you know what I mean? Of course, the lighting doesn't mean anything if I have a cracked front-facing camera, which I still do. But like, you see what's going on here? Okay. We in tune? We're sort of in tune. Inside this house of mine came you and I, two of a kind with the past left behind. But don't use that chair, just sit over there while I go fix you something we both can share. And there, up on the wall, a mark from last fall, the Christmas tree barely scraped through the hall. And there were once 4 kids through these doors, but 2 are all gone and have left just to see what's in store. And I'll share this forever and ever with you, never expecting what's bound to come true. It's always the mystery I've come to see that brings out the best in the you and the me. Now you're asleep in the sun, with dreams on the run, and hoping to find them when day is done. But they won't go far, we know where they are. We'll catch them like fireflies fireflies inside of a jar. And I'll share this forever and ever with you, never expecting what's bound to come true. It's always the mystery I've come to see that brings out the best in you and me. We won't be here long, I know that's true, but I'll make this moment forever with you. We won't say goodbye, no, not tonight. Share this forever and ever with you, never expecting what's bound to come true. It's always the mystery I've come to see that brings out the best in you and me. Share this forever and ever with you, never expecting what's bound to come true. It's always the mystery I've come to see that brings out the best in you and me. If you missed my disclaimer at the beginning, I recently lost my voice, so I'm trying to sing for some unknown reason tonight. Maybe it's because I'm in the mood, but I had struggled there a little bit. Apologies. Hope you still enjoyed it. Is there any interest in making song tutorials of sheet music for them? Maybe for Patreon. Yeah, for Patreon I could do that. Someone's asking about sheet music. I can't really read music. Couldn't do Hopkins, so I went to music school, and then I graduated music school without being able to read music. It's okay. If I become wildly successful, then it will be justified. My college can say, look, we gave him a diploma. We saw it in him, even if we knew he couldn't read music. But yeah, I might be able to hire someone to transcribe things or just put the hours in. It's not like I don't know. I know that C is that line beneath the thing. But yeah, pester me with some more for sheet music and then we'll get to it. All by ear. You can too. Something about the nylon string guitar is the most romantic, right? It's like, this is the Valentine's Day guitar. What's my fave altogether song? Are you asking me? Or are you asking people? If you're asking me, I will tell you truthfully that it's on the new record that no one has heard yet. What has been the hardest song to produce? Okay, well, we'll stick to stuff that you guys know, because there's songs on the new record. There's many songs on the new record, which is why it's hard to produce. But from things that have been released, hardest song to produce. Man. Newton's first was incredibly hard because this is a performance answer. It was hard to perform Newton's First and be my own producer for it, which is the case for all of our songs. I'm the producer, but that was a song that I chose to record in an old school folk type of way, where I would sing and play guitar into one mic, which is a little non-standard for these days. You know, you would usually, if you have the luxury of being in a studio, then you record your guitar and then you have individual control over that, and then you record your voice. I did guitar and vocals into one mic, which itself is hard because you gotta get the right blend. And then I also had to make sure I wasn't that out of tune. I'm always a little out of tune, whatever, with my voice. And then also that the performance was right and served the song. So it ended up being really hard, and it took multiple different days. I would spend like entire days trying to get takes, and then diminishing returns because my voice would get shot, and then whatever. So it just like, it ended up being, I wrote it around October and would try occasionally, and then just eventually by January I finally got it. So Newton's First ended up being the most like difficult. I had to really pull it out of myself, and it's hard to be your own producer sometimes. You don't have someone to tell you it's like, that's good, that's enough, you know. I probably did like 100 takes of that song, probably more. Which lyrics are my favorite, most fun to write? Which lyrics? Oh man. I have a favorite. Okay, there's a new batch of songs, right, from 12th Night. It's the EP called Dance on the Walls. And my favorite lyrics from that are the pre-chorus, the very brief, very short-lived pre-chorus in How Does It Feel? And it goes, invite the son of paradise, if this be love beneath the ice. And I thought that was like, if I had to hang everything on a pin, you know, if I had to like pinpoint the crux of the lyrics of all that went into that record and that show and those songs, it would be that. So, you know, like, the son of paradise. No, that's the wrong key. Anyway, I'm not in the right key right now. Finally, fight the son of paradise, if this be love beneath the ice. Oh, so that's what the Since You've Been Gone tweet was about. No, it's not what the Since You've Been Gone tweet was about, because what I'm actually referring you people are good, monitoring all the tweets and all. I do some of the like most inconsequential dumb tweets sometimes, but what I was tweeting about at that point was, I love an asymmetrical pre-chorus. The best example I could come up with is that, or asymmetrical, like cut shorter than you think it would be based on the structure of it. So that song, Since You've Been Gone, is a great example. And like Dancing Queen, which is something I've obsessed over in the past, but like, okay, so here's the pre-chorus. I will never hear you say how I picture me with you. I guess you never felt that way. Right? It's like a 6-bar thing, which you wouldn't expect because the first half of it kind of puts forward this thing of da, 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 then it's a minor chord, and then it's a major chord, and then it's a minor chord. That's what you expect. So you would your brain expects something like, how come I never hear you say how I picture me with you? I guess you never felt that way. So what's a girl to do? You know, see you go. But of course, she cuts that part. Maybe they even have, like, I would posit that they included that last line. Not exactly what I said because I was dumb, but maybe they had a final line and they cut it and they were like, you know, maybe it's cool to. So what I'm saying in that tweet was a cut short pre-chorus is dope and I love it. My pre-chorus to How Does It Feel, I would not call that a cut short pre-chorus, because it's all self-contained. It's very short, but it is like its own thing and it doesn't feel like it gets lopped off. So like the sun of paradise, fierce breeze up beneath the ice. Blood is young and the daydreams real. So it doesn't play with your expectations at all. I was just, what I was saying earlier was that I kind of enjoyed writing those lyrics. Hope that clears things up, and thank you for looking at the tweets. That's very nice. Do you know what month the new album will come out? Someone asks. No, I don't. I got no one to blame but myself. Work is just, it's moving, but it's moving slow. You know, there's a lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of things to consider, a lot of what have yous, and it's gonna be a little while. I hope to get it out by the summer. Oh yeah, but I just see, I try to react to all these comments. Now I fully understand the tweet. Thank you is bringing me again. Since You've Gone and Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen has this pre-chorus where it's like. And when you get the chance, you are the. That I would consider like a cut, in a way, a cut short pre-chorus, because you're in the mood to dance. That's the end of the verse. And when you get the chance, and when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen. Like something like that is more what your musical brain expects. But the pre-chorus is so short. And when you get the chance, those 2 bars, right? Yeah. Is Lamam ever coming back? I imagine it is, yeah. So many things are happening. Thank you for asking, and thank you for the interest in the show. We love Lamam, and we're trying to get it to happen. It is so impressive how complicated it has been to get just 4 of us to be around for such a thing. So, you know, basically at least 2 of us, meaning me and Laura, are still going through some major like changes in our workflow and daily schedules that has not been conducive to Lamam, which is why we are currently not doing episodes. But there's nothing significant happening. We just need to get back on the horse. So yeah. How did the conversation on ABBA start? The conversation on ABBA started a few years ago when Brian and me were driving down to Baltimore. And I was like, hey, Brian, check out this song. I don't know how to describe this song, but like, it's the kind of thing that you want to be chased through a castle to, right? And I'm playing the song, and it's got this, it's like gothic elements in a dance beat. I was like, don't you want to be like Scooby-Doo chased to this song, like through different corridors and whatnot? And yeah, so that became an idea that Brian later like capitalized on, called castle chase music, which was the idea that there is music that you can be chased through a castle to. And then he was like, oh yeah, that's like half of ABBA's discography is that music. And I was like, oh cool, I don't really know ABBA all that well. And he showed me a few songs. I knew, like 3 of the hits. And then that sort of stewed in our brains as an idea. And again, like, I'm the kind of guy, I'll just like say something offhand as a joke to a friend, and Brian can take it and make it into a tangible idea for a YouTube video, kind of like to share with people in the world. So it would never have been my idea to do that. And then we did ABBA. Brian took the idea and morphed it into, what if we made like a Halloween type of ABBA cover playlist, and that's what we did. Man. Sometimes you have a guitar that's not yours, but it's your roommate's, and no one takes care of it, but it still always sounds good. That's this guitar. Yeah, you get it. I don't know how the form of that song goes. It just keeps going around in my head, and I don't know how it ends. Reed, how do you whistle? It's exactly what I wanted to teach you folks today. How do I whistle? The answer, Reed, is not well. Thank you. I always wondered if people's singing range ever corresponded to an individual's singing range, and it kind of, in my brain, it makes sense that it would, but also I guess like scientifically it doesn't make sense that it would, because like people with low voices can whistle plenty high. But basically this is a roundabout way of me complaining that I can't whistle very high and also can't sing very high, and what gives? Thank you, Reed. Thanks for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day. Since you play your songs by ear and not with sheet music, would you say you have perfect pitch or something close? No. In fact, perfect pitch is an entirely different thing. You can have perfect pitch and be able to read music. You can have perfect pitch and not be able to read music, or neither, or both. Like, they're not related things. And perhaps you know that, and perhaps you're just asking if I have perfect pitch, to which the answer is no, I don't. I just listen to a lot of music and and have been playing, by ear for most of my life. So, it has come as like every so often I'll hear a note that someone's playing or singing, and I'll be like, oh, that might be a G, who knows. People with perfect pitch can pinpoint that and be like, they're just naturally born with this interesting condition that like enables them to be like, oh, that's a slightly flat G. Non-musicians can have it, things like that. I do not have perfect pitch. It's an interesting thing. I kind of am not, a lot of people wish they did. I'm not necessarily envious of those who have perfect pitch. I think there's probably some correlation to being a better musician with perfect pitch, but like there's so many great musicians out there who don't have it, and it's not necessary. It's just kind of cool. What's my favorite guitar chord? Oh man. I'm a fan of the minor 6. I actually hardly ever play it. But it's cool. It's like a weird, it's I don't know, it's just a moody, groovy type of minor chord. Have you ever played Night in the Woods? Nope, I have not. Yeah, exactly. It Me 0817 says Bossa Nova, and I say yes. I wish I had like a better technique for that type of music, because I love Bossa Nova. It would be like chord to end on this chord. And on the minor 6, why not? Any advice for aspiring college-age songwriters? I hesitate to try to steer songwriters in any direction, because I never had really any direction, and I'm sort of happy about that. Man, just write every day. The writing advice that you hear all the time for any type of medium is true. Like the stuff that's just ancient advice generally tends to be true. So write every day is the big one, because if you are not some super gifted, like musical freak, you're gonna write some stinkers before you write anything good, because I know I did, and I'm still working on writing the good stuff. So complete your songs. Get the writing out of the way. Don't necessarily treat it like it's a chore and that you should get it done to move on to something else, but definitely complete your songs. Don't let too many of them wallow and sit, because it's worth, songs have a lot of worth no matter where you are in the stages of writing, because your feelings are always legitimate regardless of the honedness of your craft. So it's like, yeah, maybe you're not writing the best songs of your career yet, but the feelings that you're feeling and putting into the songs are still legitimate, so you might as well finish a song and have a time capsule that can always bring you back to your college days. A lot of the stuff we released on the 2 EPs in Silo was stuff from my college days. So, yeah. creature of habit, DJ Frogtime. I don't often branch out with my music listening because for a lot of reasons, but it's something. It's weird to work in music all day and spend the entire day writing or producing or composing or mixing and then want to listen to new music. It's actually quite exhausting. So I tend to go to the comfort food. And these days I am listening, I'm looping back to my Radiohead tendencies and listening to a lot of them. So man, I was just jamming on this one the other day. This one was cool. Body Snatchers. That sounds kind of weird. It sounded really good on my steel string. It sounds a little weird on the nylon. I'm not going to continue. And not because I don't know the lyrics, even though I don't know the lyrics. Who knows the lyrics to any Radiohead song? No one. Tom? Please, him least of all. Favorite song in general. Favorite song in general. There's a question that a lot of people will have like a waffly answer to because it's natural, right? It's hard to pick a favorite of things that are so varied as songs. But I have an answer for you, and I've had the same answer since I was in middle school. And it is the song that encapsulates my love for music, my love for writing, performance, production, mixing all in one, and it's Strawberry Fields Forever. It's my favorite. It's the absolute best. The act of writing and producing music is merely an exercise in trying to approach the delight and creativity of the Beatles' Strawberry Fields Forever. That is my opinion. All right, I'm going to change the way I'm sitting a little bit. Have I ever heard any Arcade Fire? Sure have. Not enough, because what I have heard is amazing. But yeah, I've been grooving on Sprawl 2 these days. That's a great one. Someone's asking if I did a live stream cover of a Radiohead song with Sierra, and I can't remember. Because I know she likes Radiohead too, but I can't actually remember if she knows all the songs or if she's more into one album. I've done a couple guitar covers of Radiohead. Did I ever have an emo phase? Yeah, a little bit. It wouldn't have been obvious to anyone around me, but musically a little bit. The farthest I went down that road musically was System of a Down, which I don't know. I mean, they're not an emo band, but would have been enjoyed by emo kids. So yeah, and they're great still. I don't know if that's true. I haven't listened to them in a while, but the stuff that I listened to then is still good. Sounds better without the pick. Read.gif knew Jonah in his emo phase. He sure did. What can I do? Can I, no. I don't want to report the comment. I don't want to... I just wanted to give it the heart. Can you not give it the heart? Yeah, it's true. Reed knew me. Yeah! Reed, I'm talking 6th grade. working on at the moment. What am I working on at the moment? That's worth sharing. Okay, we can try this. Keeping in mind all the Radiohead talk, imagine you're listening to the new LP. And there's a song where I'm trying a little bit to do a Tom York impression. The asteroid belt, just a little bit. Decorations in the sky, you wear it like an heirloom in your pride. Siren moon, the waterfalls that catch your smile, convert it into something we can buy. To see you just one time across the world, at least I'd like to try. I'd like to try. Would normally, gravelly. I'm gravelly again. That's a little snippet of a song from the new album, and I would be hitting the notes on a better day. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. That's gonna do it for me. I appreciate all of you. Hope you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day wherever you may be. And I know we're on a bit of a delay here, so I'll stick around for a second. But thank you all, and thanks for all the support and everything. And let's see you soon. Take care.